Hi, this is Amy Landalt, and I'm an acupuncture sleep specialist at North Shore Acupuncture. But today we are not talking about acupuncture, and we're not talking about sleep. We are talking about what different businesses and nonprofits are doing in the community just to help support others during this COVID-19 crisis, I guess we'd say. And so for that, I have people from Curt's Cafe. I have Karen and Susan, both here representing Curt's Cafe. And this is our first one with 3 people at a time. So that's exciting for me. And if you follow me, you already know a lot about Curt's Cafe. You probably have been there, but we will still talk about it in case you're just new to our feed. But first, Susan or Karen, if you could tell me a little bit about what you're specifically doing right now, how you're serving the community and helping our neighbors at this period of time.
Thank you for having us, Amy. We really appreciate it. Susan, do you want me to take the first one?
Yes, please. That'd be great.
Okay. So early on in this, a bunch of the nonprofits that do feed, like Connections for the Homeless and Family Focus that take care of those meals, they weren't able to supply them because of, working out of a church or working in cooking with those volunteers wasn't able to happen anymore. So we work with them to provide the meals to serve to the families that are in need. So we pivoted our operations. We closed the cafe because we couldn't have it open anyway, and now we're preparing just for those 2 organizations about 600 meals a week, where we have different different menus that our chefs work on every week, and we have the whole cafe set up where we do individual meals where they get their, each meat and starch and potatoes and vegetables and everything, and then the staff works together to group them by routes because we have volunteer deliveries that take about 5 to 7 per driver. And bring them to the organization. So we work with Connections, Family Focus, and then there's a few other organizations throughout Evanston and even in Chicago. We working with Home, HOME, Our House, Northside Housing in the city, and then also we do meals through the hospitals and the churches that are. There are different organizations that just came together through this pandemic to source meals for the frontline workers. So we're just kind of one of the choices on those lists. So people will call and order like 25 sack lunches. So we're doing about 1,000 meals a week right now to those various organizations.
Oh, wow. So if someone wanted to donate a meal to essential workers or something like that, they could call Curt and order that?
Yep.
All right.
Definitely. I think also it's important it's also important to mention, Aim, that we are also doing about 400 to 500 people in Lake County. We're serving homebound COVID positive in Lake County individual meals for a 2-week period. And then if they need it for 2 more weeks, we're handling that as well. And we have a delivery system organized there through an organization called Catch. And then we're also doing 60 boxes for 4 to 5 people each to last a week to a week and a half. And then 60 supplemental bags of food for primarily in Lake County. It's an immigrant population that can't get a SNAP card and can't get any federal support. So we're doing about 500 to 600 people out of the Highland Park Cafe as well.
Wow. And if people aren't aware, there is Curt's Cafe in Highland Park now, in addition to Evanston.
Yes.
So if people want to get involved and help you do this service, how can they best support you right now?
So in Evanston, there's 2 different ways. If they want to do meals and sponsor meals, they can just email catering@curtscafe.org, and our Amy can take care of them, or call 224-330-7171, and that's just for the meals. And then if people want to help do some of these deliveries, I would say that we've had a pretty good core group of volunteers, but we're looking for a few more, so they can actually email me directly if they want to help deliver some of those to Karen@curtscafe.org. Those are all contactless deliveries, so they never even get out of their car. We all the operations take place out of the back door. So our staff come out with masks and gloves, and we bring the meals, put them right in the car. We supply you with gloves and the addresses of where you're going. And what's really nice is right now, like the drivers have established relationships with a lot of these families. So we hear great stories. A positive story that just happened this week is we noticed some of the residents have congrats graduation in their yards or by their front door. So yesterday we had one of our students who's an artist. She wrote all these cards and congratulations, and then we made them cookies and then got these congrats cookies and brought them to all the houses. So hopefully, I haven't heard yet about that, but I'm hoping that went really well yesterday.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of the cookies.
Yeah.
Another thing that we did 2
Go
weeks
ahead.
ago, I think, and we'll do again this week, is we're delivering books alongside with the meals. So books from birth to 8th grade, they say. We got them donated through Bernie's Books in Lake County. And so we've been delivering packages of books to keep families engaged and different things to do. And if we had activity kits, which I haven't been able to get organized yet, we deliver those. We're also delivering through a church in Evanston hygiene packages and shampoos and sanitizer and things like that as well.
Okay. If someone really wanted to put together the activity kits, how many would they need to put together?
Susan, you're talking about for the Evanston deliveries?
Oh, well, I think for both, I'd say for both, it's about 150 that we're doing every week, maybe 110. But there's a lot of people in tremendous need. So, a lot of people were bringing the food to them, but, sometimes we forget they still have to wash their clothes, they still have to wash their hands and all that kind of stuff. And those incidentals are things that often get overlooked. Also, activity packages for kids. So a lot of our families have a computer or maybe 2 computers that were issued through the schools. But if there's 4 people at home, there's 2 people that don't have anything to do. So activity kits for young people are really helpful as well. So it's usually with the youth, it's probably about 6 a week. And then with adults, it's catch as catch can, but we take what we get.
So for the activity kits, you cut out for a second. It's about 60, you would guess?
Yeah, that's about right.
I'd imagine so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting that in the comments in case someone is interested.
Amy, didn't you guys bring us a bunch of stuff that we gave out too?
Yes, a bunch of my clients and neighbors helped donate money, and we worked with C&W Market in Evanston to get toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies. So if anyone has any interest in doing that, you don't have to go around and shop at stores and try to find that stuff. Just call C&W Market in Evanston, and they'll put all of that together for you and deliver it to Curt. So you just need to come up with the funding.
And the clients were really appreciative. They did not know that was coming. And you guys put together these really nice notes in the bags, and the drivers brought them. And it was a really nice surprise for them. So thank you for doing that, Amy.
Yeah, thank you to my clients for helping fund it, my neighbors. So if people don't know about Curt's, what do you typically do if we weren't in the midst of a pandemic?
Susan?
So Curt's has been open since, I've got this one. Curt's has been open in Evanston for 8 years. And our primary goal, and to Karen's original statement, is our staff is doing a lot of the work, but our students are also active in the restaurant as well, currently, in both restaurants. So our mission statement is to help underserved, at-risk, highly at-risk young adults, all in the teenage years, 15 to 24 years old. And we help them learn job skills, so the obvious in the restaurant, job skills. But we also work with them on life skills, which are things like anger management, financial literacy, meditation, actually, we're teaching right now, very important, art therapy, things like that. And then we have full-time social workers on staff that help with things like PTSD, helping them with housing, helping them get state IDs, all those kind of things. So we're working with the highest in need right now that can help move them into job placement. Original goal or back into school, which a lot of our students are interested in getting back or staying in school. And then ultimately we help them onto a path that's going to be more successful for them. And a lot of them just haven't had the opportunity to find nothing that they've done on their own to make things wrong. Often it's just sometimes the society has put up barriers to their success. So we help them work through the barriers.
Yeah, I think I've heard it called giving them a first chance. It's not really a second chance, it's a first chance in most cases.
Yeah. Spot on, yeah.
So if so the cafe, you serve coffee and other things, and you are open not in a full capacity, but what are your hours right now? What are people able to purchase from you?
So there's two different things. The cafe is open 8 to 2 Monday through Friday in terms of if you just walk in the door, but they can order any kind of catering for any type of delivery. So if you go to our website and look at the catering menu, all of that's available with 48-hour notice. But we do have now, you were talking about earlier the Joe app. You can get our pastries, any coffee drinks, smoothies, ice drinks, any kind of beverages, and then the quiche that we're doing. And then also we're really excited to offer our petite chocolate chip cookie dough. So you can get them by the half dozen, the dozen. They cook up in about 12 minutes. The house smells delicious and they taste amazing. So just a fun thing to have. And then we're working on a Memorial Day special for Monday. If you use the app, you're going to get something free, but I can't tell you what yet because we haven't finalized it.
All right. Yeah, if I see a lot of people lined up at Starbucks still getting their coffee drinks, and people spend a lot of money on coffee. If you're going to buy coffee for yourself in the morning, I suggest spending your money with purpose. So instead of spending your money at Starbucks or another big box place, Dunkin' Donuts, where the money goes, God knows where, spend it locally in our community where it's helping our neighbors versus some beach house that an executive is buying somewhere else.
I just want to say that's the Joe app. You can go on the app just like the Starbucks app is, order your drink, pay for it, and we're not running out to the car yet because we're a little bit concerned about if you try to call and we don't know you're there. But the drink is ready with your name on it and any scone or cookie you have, and you just go in and grab it. So you can do it as a timed order, or you can just pull up right in front. We have one of those parking spots that the city gave us, and just order it. We get it right away, and in a couple of minutes, you can listen to your song or check your emails, and then it'll be ready. And then it dings you when it's ready. So it's really easy.
And right now it's faster because I've seen the lines at Starbucks, and you're sitting there for probably at least a half hour. You can do it much faster. Curt should have that line.
Yeah, thank you.
I know we're not coffee drinkers, but I guess my son had coffee, but we ordered our green drinks and things, and it was really easy and quick. And that was before the app, but it was really easy to do that, run and get it.
Thank you.
All right. Any questions from anyone that's watching right now? If you have any questions, if you watch the recorded video later, you can post those in here and we'll get answers to you as well. All right. Anything that we missed that you want to make sure we cover? How many?
I would just like to share one thing. I think it's really. Pardon me?
Oh, I was going to ask how many students you work with.
I was just going to share that. You keep freezing up, but how many students we work with? We're at about 30 per cafe per year, but we've worked with over about 450. And what we know because of what's going on is that many people have lost their jobs. And when people are losing their jobs, young people, inexperienced, similar to us, when they first apply for work, will be some of the first ones. So we're going to be reaching out to community for some support for our students as we move forward with this, because job placement we have found is the answer. Students tell us it's the answer. They've shown us that it's the answer. And so we're going to have more of the students that we placed into jobs. We have 82% job placement and retention. They're going to be back on the workforce list. So we're going to be reaching out to community. I hope you're able to help us place our students so that they can stay safe and keep moving in the forward direction that they've worked so very hard to get on. So we'll be looking for that support soon.
And if there's a company that knows that they're going to have hiring needs and could use people with skills they've gained at Curt's, who should they reach out to at Curt's for that? Karen?
Yeah, email me, Karen@curtscafe.org.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we've got amazing. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Susan, was there something else you were going to say?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for taking a few minutes and educating us today. Tomorrow, we will be talking to someone from the provisional chapter of Evanston Nouveau Rotary Club about the mask making that they're doing. So join in tomorrow to hear more about that. And all of the videos, if you want to catch the ones, because we've been doing this for almost 2 weeks now, almost daily. So all of the videos can be found at somegoodnewsevanston.com. So if you want to catch the ones that you missed, check that out. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Amy.
Thank you so much, Amy. We appreciate it. Thanks for all your support. Bye-bye.